This is the Leeds Trinity University podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Let's Get Trending. I'm Amelia Riley.
And I'm Demay Williams.
And today we will be talking about skincare routines, workouts, and TV shows that people have been binging during lockdown. A lot of people have been doing home workouts since gyms are closed now.
Yeah, definitely. I think more people have been sort of leading more of a healthy lifestyle and bettering their way of living more so during this quarantine period.
I think it's definitely like something people are looking more into doing, because before lockdowns, everyone would just kind of get on with their day. They wouldn't really think about taking care of themselves, like taking time out to work out and look after themselves, if you know what I mean. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Joe Wicks is a big one that people are following. People have really been using this time to take care of themselves with workouts and also skincare routines.
Yeah, of course. Like, more people are sort of taking care of their skin as well as, their body, like we've already mentioned with the home workouts. And, skincare routines have been becoming more popular.
Yeah, I've started doing like a big skincare routine, because I used to just put on moisturizer in the morning and then go about my day, whereas now I have all of these different products from Body Shop that I use, and I take about 10 minutes to do my skin in the morning. But it's definitely, I think a lot of people don't know if it'll help or not. I think a lot of people think, oh, well, is it just products so that you buy stuff and spend more money and these shops start earning more? Does it actually work? And I think my skin's definitely gotten better throughout the lockdowns because I've been taking care of my skin more.
Yes, I've definitely, picked up a routine that I follow like morning and at night as well. It's been helping a lot.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think more people are like turning towards skincare routines because they've been experiencing maskne, with the wearing of masks out and about. I think that's become a popular thing that's been brought up a lot. A lot of people have been experiencing, maskne.
Yeah, and I think wearing face masks throughout the day doesn't really help your skin either. Obviously, you have to wear them for safety with COVID and everything, but I think definitely, I know that, I stay at home all the time, so I haven't really experienced it, but I know definitely my friend who works in Waitrose every day for like 8 hours a day, and she comes home and her face is so spotty where her face mask has been. So I think that taking care of your skin in this time is definitely really important. And I know that a lot of people are trying to use more vegan and eco-friendly products as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think, a lot of people have been turning to sort of the natural products, with ways of taking care of their skin.
Yeah. Well, speaking of vegan skincare and hair products, a good shampoo, bar and soap company is Nut and Noggin, who use zero plastic, and £1 from each sale goes towards young people facing mental health challenges. So we're now going to hand over to our reporters, Mia and Chanel, in their interview with Rachel Clark from Nut and Noggin.
Thank you for joining us, Rachel. So we just wanted to start with, how did you get the concept of Nut and Noggin as a business?
Yeah, sure. Well, Nut and Noggin was started about 2 years ago. Like all the best business ideas, it came in the shower. So, or all the best ideas, should I say. But the name didn't come straight away. So it was very much, I was surrounded by plastic bottles thinking, hang on a minute, there must be a better option.
That was really great and really fantastic. Yeah. I wouldn't have even thought of that as the name.
So, just going off of what you said, and obviously there's a lot that sets you apart, but what would you say sets you apart from similar brands? What would you say keeps you guys apart from the rest?
Yeah, very much so. We set up, so I've been writing about beauty brands and consumer brands for about 20 years as a PR, and I set up Nut and Noggin with a beauty editor. And so obviously we've come across a lot of brands that are promising things that don't always deliver, and sometimes it can look a little bit too much like a marketing message. So we really wanted Nut and Noggin to be, a British brand that's a little bit of fun, that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Sounds great. It's a really nice way to go about it and staying true. It's great to hear. How does your product work on different hair textures?
It's one of those things, Mia, where until you've started testing it, you don't quite know how everyone's going to get on with it. So that was very much why we wanted to get it into influencers' hands and beauty editors' hands, just to see how everyone got on with it. So far it's kind of great for curly hair, good for boring straight hair like mine. And yeah, so it works well on all hair types.
So as we're talking about like nowadays, we couldn't avoid the topic of lockdown and quarantine. And so how is your business actually been during lockdown? And yeah.
I mean, we only started we actually launched on Black Friday 2019.
Okay.
And so lockdown 1, now let's think, that was March, April, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last year. Sales were insane because the majority of our customers were online. At that time, we were doing quite a lot of Instagram advertising and Facebook advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people were looking for things that, would cheer them up / make them feel good, wanted to try new beauty products, new beauty brands. And we sold out in lockdown 1. So,
Wow.
so although we do have some retailers, like we're listed in Selfridges and a couple of other big retailers I can't talk about yet, but it's quite exciting. And then lots of smaller funky gift shops and things like that, which obviously just had to close, which is a disaster for them. We also had a different side of our business, which was more e-commerce and direct to consumer. And so lockdown 1, we sold out of shampoo bars. And then, it's just been steadily growing since then, really. Just from, I think it's some crazy statistic about the amount of people that are now shopping online that weren't before.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're in a predominantly online business, things are going okay. So we're very grateful for everyone's support. And it is hard when you're shopping small and you're a smaller business. But I think because we have a really good relationship with our customers and a really close relationship with our customers, we do regular emails and it's quite a personal relationship. So hopefully we'll carry on growing. So
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses didn't make it, haven't made it, or are
oh my
struggling
goodness,
to.
it's crazy times.
Awful. I love that relationship between the business and the customers. I think it's something that people really will enjoy about the experience of shopping with you guys, because you don't get that when shopping at big stores, because it's just all like mass produced and stuff. But yeah, that's great.
No, that's fantastic. And just to hear, like Mia said, you don't really get those close relationships because brands, they usually, as they grow, you lose that relationship between customer and brand. So that is really lovely to hear. We don't want to keep you too long. So we really appreciate you answering our questions.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to hear about your brand. It sounds like an excellent brand. So thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time as well. I've really enjoyed it.
Wow, there's some really great points from Rachel there. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I think Rachel brought up some really good points and it was very interesting to hear more about the company itself.
Yeah, and I think that Nut and Noggin is really effective in creating good shampoo bars that are vegan and eco-friendly, because I mean, when I read the reviews on the website, I know that a lot of people were saying this really works for my hair really well. I was worried about using a shampoo bar rather than liquid because a lot of cheap shampoo bars can cause residue and your hair gets all like clumped up and it takes a while for your hair to get used to it. But they were saying the Nut and Noggin shampoo bars, they work straight away and they leave your hair feeling really healthy. And so I think that Nut and Noggin is definitely a really good company to check out. So as we all know, during the lockdown period, everyone has been binging shows. And one of the most binged shows is Bridgerton, which is a period drama about 8 siblings from the Bridgerton family attempting to find love. I personally haven't watched it yet. I have a lot of TV shows at the minute, so I am going to watch it at some point, but I've heard really good stuff about it. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, me too. It's one of those that I've added to my list because I've heard so many people have been like recommending me to watch this particular program. And I've heard that it's, it's a period drama version of Gossip Girl. So if you're into that sort of thing, then it's one to watch for definite.
Yeah, definitely.
And also it's been renewed for a season 2 as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's always a good sign if a show has been renewed.
Yeah.
If you're a big Marvel fan, WandaVision is definitely a good show to watch. And
definitely.
we'll be talking about that along with more binge-worthy shows to watch during lockdown in our next podcast episode.
So that's all we have for today's episode, and thank you for listening.
You're listening to the Leeds Trinity University podcast.